Hello. How are you doing? Doing all right? Good. That's what I like to hear. I'm doing all right as well. And I'm about to do something which came as an afterthought. It is my effort to just go over one song once and to make a playlist of the same number of commentary videos as the number of songs on the album Shamrock Diaries. But if it breaks from that pattern of one commentary for one song, it is not something to regret at all. And the song I'll be going over a second time, just a portion of the song, is One Golden Rule. That is a song I covered in the end. There is something toward the end of the song, and in the tone of this song, and in the way this song flows, in the way the song is composed, that there is a greater possibility and a greater need for a consideration for the symbolic understanding of the last stanza, the third stanza. So let's go over those words and try to get the symbolic meaning from them. Now they teach you to swim, but they don't speak of the danger. Tell you the truth, but they never say why. Put you on ice that is thin and tell you it's winter. Without one golden rule, the truth is a lie. One golden rule. When I covered this song for the first time, I gave it a very literal understanding of Chris speaking of swimming and taking swimming as literally. However, going through life can be like swimming. A man might be required to swim through circumstances. It's not always that a man is running and galloping and driving through the circumstances of life. It could very well be that he is required to swim. And when he enters the stream of circumstances that his life is, then he has to swim through. And those who encourage him to do the swimming through the circumstances, they themselves may very well be aware of the dangers involved. But because they seek to achieve certain results, they don't speak of the danger to the man they are encouraging to swim through the circumstances. They just want that man to jump in and start swimming. It's only after that man gets into the water, so to say, that he becomes aware of the dangers. Well, he may have some understanding beforehand, but nothing like entering into the circumstances and then working through the details. Now, you might have heard of the phrase paralysis through analysis, and that is also true. People get paralyzed when they think too much over a task that they must go through. And life can be like that. Sometimes you just have to confront whatever is the danger. And upon that confrontation, you learn about the danger even more. It would have been nice if there had been some kind of forewarning, but in the absence of such wisdom or guidance, one cannot forever postpone the confrontation with those circumstances. So you must swim. The other thing Chris speaks of, they tell you the truth, but they never say why. So when they tell you the truth, they still hold back on why they're telling you the truth. And what is that partial truth that they do tell? It is the kind of information they give a man so that he enters into the activity. Whether it's a woman urging a man to do something, or it's another man or a group of friends, this happens. And it would be loving to tell another man whom you are encouraging or pushing or egging on into an activity, why do you want this man to enter into that activity? And that would dignify that person. And withholding the truth, or that portion of the truth about why, is the absence of following the golden rule. More in the symbolic language, when Chris speaks of, they put you on ice that is thin and tell you it's winter. So they're trying to give you a false sense of security. They want you to enter into a task and not think about the consequences. And sometimes it can be truly dangerous. But they want you to not consider or be somehow blind to the danger they're putting you in. Is there mischief? Is there malice? Well, with this sort of an example, when they put you on ice that is thin and they tell you it's winter, there could be malice, there could be malevolence, or there could be simply a man's or woman's personality which is headstrong and impulsive. But it would always be better if they themselves stepped on that thin ice rather than pushing someone else or convincing someone else to do it, saying that it's winter. So what Chris says, without one golden rule, the truth is a lie. One golden rule. And that golden rule is the rule of love. So the person who encourages another to enter into an activity or a set of activities would be loving if that person followed that one golden rule and took the time to explain the reasons and the dangers involved for another person to enter into those activities. So beautiful symbolic language that Chris uses and makes his point very clearly. And I still don't know what's in the back of his mind, why this song came about. Is he speaking of his family life, his married life, the buying of a house, him having one and then another child and another? I'm not so sure about how many children he has, but I'm sure he has 2 daughters. Julia is one and the other is Josephine, and his wife Joan. Interesting, I just realized all 3 have the name starting with the letter J. Joan, Josephine, and Julia. And all 3 have featured in songs, except that Joan is not mentioned by name. She is mentioned in the song Stainsby Girls. But there are 2 songs, Josephine and Julia, and they are by name for his daughters. Anyway, this is the completion of the second consideration of this song. I'm very glad if you stayed along for One Golden Rule. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Take care and goodbye.